I'm giving you a jam formula. You can apply it. It works for most jam making processes. Jams are actually seasonal as well. If you want to get the most prominent flavor, use the cheapest fruits available. So make it during the corresponding season. For example, in summer we make cherry jam and peach jam. In winter, we make strawberry jam. And there are fruits like mango and pineapple that can be made year-round. Banana jam and so on. Today, I also have a comparison of jam simmering. And the question you often ask, can frozen fruit be used to make jam? The jam recipe is very simple. Fruit, sugar, lemon juice. Basically, these are the three main ingredients. Today's blueberry jam. I used 120 grams of fresh blueberries, 48 grams of castor sugar, and 5 grams of lemon juice. Mash and mix them together. Let it sit for a while to allow for juice extraction. In terms of these ingredients, fresh fruit should definitely be prioritized. Then, it's about the sugar. Sugar is very important in jam. It not only provides sweetness to the jam, but also extends its shelf life. There's also an easily overlooked point, that it can reduce moisture loss during simmering the fruit. So, if you simply try to reduce sugar, there is also a limit to that. Generally, for every 100 grams of fruit, you would use 50 grams of castor sugar. So that makes for a sugar content of 50. This is considered a very common formula. There are also recipes with a sugar content above 60. But we all love to cut back on sugar, right? So I usually aim for around a sugar content of 40. This also needs to be adjusted based on the type of fruit. Today, I'm giving you a sugar content of 40. You can reduce the sugar from this base amount. I suggest not going below 30. Jam with too little sugar actually has a texture closer to fruit puree. This is something we have practiced repeatedly. Today, I will share this recipe with you. The blueberry jam made from it. The sweetness is not overly cloying. Now let's talk about the amount of lemon juice. Everyone knows. Is lemon juice sour? It's relatively a sour fruit. So, you will need to reduce the amount of lemon juice. You definitely need to cut back a bit. Although this recipe I'm giving you today is fixed, you can apply it flexibly. I will also provide you with the simmering time. For this quantity, I usually do not exceed 10 minutes. First, bring it to a boil over high heat, then reduce to low heat for simmering. As for preserving the jam, I usually just pour it into clean, sealed jars. Store it in the refrigerator. If you don't reduce the sugar, the jam will have a longer shelf life. If you make a smaller batch and consume it quickly, then you don't have to worry about this issue. Now, let's make a comparison. This portion uses frozen fruit. I bought this for testing. I purchased frozen blueberries a month in advance, and they have been frozen in my fridge for a month. Then I proceeded to simmer to make the jam. I truly put a lot of effort into making this tutorial. Although the method is simple, I definitely won't be careless about it. My regular viewers should know this well. They should be quite familiar with this. Like frozen fruit, I've tried simmering jam, and it's not a problem. But with my frozen blueberries, the result lacks a gelatinous texture. It's probably because they were frozen for too long. Now, this portion of fresh blueberries and simmering time exceeded 11 minutes. The overall texture, there is a gelatinous texture, but it will be very thick. It's still fine for spreading on toast. But for making cakes, this consistency won't work. This batch was simmered for less than 10 minutes. The gelatinous texture and fluidity are quite good. Actually, you want to make that kind of blueberry cake with a waterfall flow filling, right? You can shorten the simmering time by another 1 to 2 minutes. Taste each portion. You still need to simmer to achieve a jam with a gelatinous texture. That's how you get a good texture. So, today's blueberry jam tutorial ends here. That's it for now. Feel free to check in and share your creations with Jian.Kaihuo.